Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining in yet another interaction with our very own Chidakasha Bhairava Guruji. And no, it's our good fortune that Guruji has agreed to speak on Vatuka Bhairava today. And we have some questions coming up. But before we begin, this is a session where a lot of doubts are going to be clarified, which actually has spread because of this huge, misconceptions floating around in podcasts and with people who don't belong to any sampradaya. And who better to dispel those myths than our Chidakasha Bhairava himself? So over to you, Guruji. Just a few words on Batuk Bhairava before we take your question, before we take our questions.
Okay. See, generally, you know what? Bhairava is the name of the Gana, which we have been telling for almost more than a year now. Like how Manushya Gana, Kali is a Gana, Chamunda is a Gana, Pishachi is a Gana, Dakini is a Gana, Vetali is a Gana, Yakini, Shakini, Kakini, then Bhutana Mari, then Bhutana, then you know what, Kateri, Chitteri, Pateri, these are all the namas of Ganas. So Bhairava is like how we are Manushyas. Naga is another species name, Gana's name. Manushya is a Gana's name. And the problem here is when you tell, Om Manushyaya Namaha, Om Manushyaya Namaha, Om Manushyaya Namaha, Om Manushyaya Namaha, we will be having no idea whether Devarshiji is coming, or I am coming, or my father is coming, or my grandfather is coming, or anybody is coming. Because generally we are calling Manushyaya Namaha, Manushyaya Namaha, Manushyaya Namaha, Manushyaya Namaha, Manushyaya Namaha. There is no context in it. So that is, quite a deadly thing, that's not the right way. We have got no idea under the Gana of Bhairava who will come.
Right.
But we will be having our own modern interpretations to cover this up. So, but still, Gana, just a common sense. When you call Om Manushyaya Namaha, you will be having no idea which Manushya will come. What if a man with a fox character come? What if a man with a crocodile character come and bite us? So here, when we say Vatuka Bhairava is, but out of all Bhairava Ganas, Kala Bhairava is the, king of all Bhairava Ganas. If at all, if someone says Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha, then that Nama is addressing particularly to Kala Bhairava. If somebody tells Vatuka Bhairavaya Namaha, then that dart straight away is going towards Vatuka Bhairava. That's how it is. Even one Amma asked a few days back how to worship Chanda Bhairava. I really have no idea, because one thing that I know is I know that Amma for quite some years. She is like a sister in our family. And I know very well she has got zero knowledge in Mantra Tantra Shastra. All of a sudden she is asking how to worship Vatuka Bhairava. Can you tell me the simple ways, or kind of, when I ask that question, do you know who, right now, how are you worshipping Chanda Bhairava? She has got no answer. So that's how this thing is, going on. Why I am bringing all this up is because we should know the nature of Kala Bhairava first of all. So because Kala Bhairava, when he is in the, in a very manly form, he is Kala Bhairava. The same Kala Bhairava, and that Kala Bhairava becomes the father of all yoginis, of all matrikas. He is the father of, he becomes the father of all Shaktis, and Kala Bhairavi becomes the mother of all Shaktis. And we don't, that there is no Puranic relevance to it. It is from the Sampradaya I am telling what my Maharaj told. And because there is no Puranas that tells about Kala Bhairava and all. There is no Purana for Kala Bhairava. There is no Purana for Mahakala, how they came, because they are all existing even before the date of creation. Even before the existence of stars and the sun and the moon. So you wouldn't be finding any Puranas telling who Kala Bhairava is and how he was born. Kala Bhairava Jayanti and all cooked up thing. When somebody is born even before the date of creation, nobody knows how he got created. Then how come people will tell, what Kala Bhairava Jayanti is this? Even for the primordial sun, there is no Jayanti. When the primordial sun born as Aditya for Kashyapa Maharishi, only that Jayanti is called as Surya Jayanti.
Right.
So the primordial Muktis will never have any such Jayanti. So those Matrikas wanted him to celebrate as a sun also. So Kala Bhairava has become a Vatuka Bhairava and he became the son of all Matrikas, son of all Dakinis, son of all Yoginis, son of all Lakinis, Kakinis, Shakinis, kind of. The same way, there is another misconception that, Dakini is someone, a thing kind of. Dakini in this way is different, Dakini in this path is different. Again, when we tell Om Dakinyai Namaha, Om Dakinyai Namaha, Om Dakinyai Namaha, then we have got no idea which Dakini is coming. This is the very problematic thing in the modern simplified Vidyas. So here we should know how Kala Bhairava is. Kala Bhairava is a Smashana Murti. Kala Bhairava doesn't meant for samsari. That is why Kapalikam is the Vidya, doesn't meant for any samsari. Kapalikam is meant only for who is as equal to sannyasi. So what is the, so can't I do Kala Bhairava Upasana? No. Kala Bhairava, showing bhakti to Kala Bhairava is different. Doing Upasana of Kala Bhairava is different. Doing Sadhana of Kala Bhairava is different. This is the 21st year for me it is going on in the path of tradition without any books. Directly under the guidance of Maharaj. So my journey is incomparable with anyone here. First point. Second point, even having such a journey, sacrificing all these things, I will not call myself I am a sadhaka. Because sadhana is doing something unachievable. Whatever that I have got till now is achievable. Any human who is as destined as me or who is as having vairagya as me can learn all these, what I have learned. Can practice what I have learned. Even there are people who will be having more intense devotion than me, who can even become more than me. So whatever that I am doing is not a sadhana and I will never call myself a sadhaka, but I am a upasaka. So if somebody asks, can't I do upasana of Kala Bhairava? No, you cannot do the upasana of Kala Bhairava. But you can show the bhakti to Kala Bhairava. If at all you show the upasana of Kala Bhairava, you will become like us and you will get hated by everyone for talking the blunt truth, raw truth. There is no diplomacy with the Kala Bhairava. You want to do Kala Bhairava sadhana, you should have the Kapalika Diksha. And for 12 years, you should carry the Kapala. That Kapala, he will not carry lifelong. It is only for 12 years. 12 years, he has to carry the Kapala. He should roam around everywhere. He should not stay inside home because Kala Bhairava is a Smashana Devata who is not meant for samsara. It is that Kala Bhairava who has become the Vatuka Bhairava.
Right.
Like how Bala Murugan or Bala Krishna, like how we are celebrating, is there a way that we can celebrate Bala Vatukar? Is nonsense.
Guruji, can you just repeat the part that you said after Kala Bhairava who has become Vatuk Bhairava? Can you just repeat that part because your audio was lost, I suppose.
Okay. See, Kala Bhairava has just reduced his form to the boyish form, Vatuka Bhairava. And this Vatuka Bhairava is nowhere carrying any boyish traits. The form alone remains a boyish one, but the Chaitanya remains of Kala Bhairava only.
Okay.
Somebody have asked, when we are celebrating Bala Mukundan or Bala Krishnan, like how we are Bala Ganapati, we are celebrating with all the, upacharas, the same way can't we show our love to Vatuka Bhairava? No, Vatuka Bhairava is not the Swami of love. I don't know from where these people are, getting these kind of things. No book will tell Vatuka Bhairava is the, carries the Chaitanya of love. No. Vatuka Bhairava is Paripurana Jnana Swarupa. And he is more than a Jnana. That is why there is only one text that is available, Vijnana Bhairava. Vatuka is more beyond the Jnana. So there is no love in when it comes to Smashana Devatas, any Smashana Devatas. They have Karuna? No, they don't have Karuna. They least bother about Karuna. See, these are all just a very common sense now. You know what? We are made to talk for hours and hours and hours and hours. You go to a Smashana, what kind of emotion do you have? Do you have love? No. Something will occupy here, but you cannot enjoy Smashana.
Right.
Then how come someone who is owning Smashana will have enjoyment here? This enjoyment is different than what we enjoy. He belongs to Smashana. The same way is of Vatuka Bhairava. So even Bala Murugan, we cannot play with like how these people do with Balakrishnan. That cannot be done. The same way with Vatuka. He is just a boy. Kala Bhairava himself came down as a boy, not to serve society, not to serve humanity, not to serve any of his bhaktas, but for the prayers of yoginis. He has become a yogini putra. That is purely for yoginis only, not for any manushas. Only Swami who has taken avatara to save manushya is the one who will have love towards manushya.
Right.
Kalika has not taken any avatara. Chinnavastika has not taken any avatara. Dhumavati has not taken any avatara. Bhairavar, Kala Bhairava has not taken any avatara. Mahakala has not taken any avatara. So how come these Swamis will have love towards humanity? They are all far beyond. These are all meant for sadhakas who don't expect love and patronage from any Swami or Amba. Even if you want to chop my head, here is my head, take it. They will not ask, Vatuka Bhairava, give me some money. Vatuka Bhairava, take care of this. No. See, a basic concept. Smashana Murtis who has not taken...
Guruji, just a minute. I'll just pause the recording. Your voice is cracking up. I'll pause the recording. Just give me a second. Yeah.
See, Swami, whoever has taken avatara to save humanity, to serve humanity, or the one who will come with love. Kalika has not taken any avatara. Chinnamastika has not taken any avatara. Dhumavatyamba has not taken any avatara. Kala Bhairava has not taken any avatara. Mahakala has not taken any avatara. So they least bother about all our survival. They are all beyond tattvas. See, when we learn puja under Shaiva Sampradaya, it is 24 tattvas. When we learn under Shakta Sampradaya, it is 36 tattvas. These are all meant for us to uplift. But when we learn the Vidyas under Kapalika, I will not tell the number because this will again get cooked up. But it is quite totally different than what is meant for the normal Manushyas. Because our survival is least bothered. The existence of earth is least bothered. The existence of sun is least bothered. Because Bhairava will never ever involve in all these things. Though Shastras tell Bhairava does Panchakrityam, he does Panchakrityam not directly but through the Trimurtis.
Okay.
That is why Bhairava has become Swachanda Bhairava. Only Bhairava has got the Nama Swachanda. And Parameshwara also will have such kind of Nama, Svecha, on his own will. But whether they are doing directly, that we have got no idea. But out of practice, it is highly understandable. They are doing indirectly. So, when we approach Bhairava directly, when someone who is least bothered of existence of this Bhumi itself, then we are just, a fraction of an atom. So, what necessary does he has us to, does he has to save us or to serve us? A man can become a Shiva with little pain, but to become a Bhairava is not an easy task. We should understand all these things to understand who Vatuka Bhairava is, first of all. It is that Kala Bhairava who has taken the boyish form and remaining as a Vatuka Bhairava only to serve yoginis. What about Kshetra Palakas? There are Kshetras where Vatuka Bhairava is a Kshetra Palaka. First of all, Kshetra Palaka means the one who is guarding the Kshetra, as simple as to tell. So Bhairava is not simply a Kshetra Palaka. Bhairava also takes the form of a Kshetra Palaka. Kashi Bhairava is the Kshetra Palaka means Bhairava is not becoming Kshetra Palaka at all. For Kashi, having his love towards Vishwanatha, he himself tells, I will take care of Kashi. I will remain the guardian for Kashi. Taking the role of Kshetra Palaka. Kshetra Palaka is the role, not Bhairava. Okay. Ganapati will become Kshetra Palaka, Yogini will become Kshetra Palaka, Muni will become Kshetra Palaka, Karpaswami will become Kshetra Palaka. When Kala Bhairava is becoming Kshetra Palaka for Kashi, when the Supreme Kala Bhairava himself is becoming a Kshetra Palaka, then why can't other Swamis? There are some village where Kshetra Palaka is, Subramanyar will become a Kshetra Palaka. Where in Kaumara Vidya it is said Bhairava will fondly come and serve Subramanyar. That is why Kapalika Vidya can easily be nullified by Kaumara Vidya. Okay. But Kaumara Prayoga can never be nullified by Kapalika Vidya because Bhairava serves Subramanyar, not us. The same way Bhairava serves Shasta, not us. Because of his love towards Shasta, you know what? Kapalika Prayoga can be nullified by the Shasta's Prayoga. But when we do the Prayoga of Shasta, Kapalika Prayoga don't work. These are all the practical things which a man should know. Bhairava loves someone who is as equal to him, not us who are simply Malapindas. Dattar will call us again and again, you people are Malapinda. We are all Malapinda which we have to accept. Kala Bhairava will not love Malapinda. Right. Kala Bhairava loves supreme divinity. It is that who is Vatuka Bhairava. So even in Sri Vidya Upasana, Sri Vidya is the, you know what, for Kalikala, Sri Vidya is the only thing that a man can practice. Okay. A normal samsari can practice. One cannot practice intense Kaumara because his samsara will get disturbed. One cannot even think of Kapalika because now it is all just a competitive love. It is not anything else. So even there is no, except Swarnakarshana Bhairava, there are no any forms of Bhairava a man shall worship. A samsari can worship. Even that Swarnakarshana Bhairava, we have to worship to the extent that a man can worship, not beyond that. Having in mind, he belongs to samsara, he belongs to the world. And another thing, for Bhairava Upasana, Bhairava is called as Digambara. Digambara means naked. Naked to whom? To Swamis. For us, he will wear Ekavastra. In practice, Digambara means not naked. So that also these people who are getting, you know what, daily evolution from textbook should know. Digambara means Ekavastra. A man shall wear one vastra. From top to toe, he should wear only one vastra. If he wears Kaubinam, no any costumes. If he wear one thing covering from top to toe, then no Kaubinam inside. He can have only one vastra. You would have seen me, I will be wearing only one vastra. Either above the knee level or below. My father wants me to wear till knee level. Just because we are into social media, clicking all the photos. Right. Yes, it is Ekavastra only. Doing Upasana of Bhairava, doing Upasana of Kalika and all, Ekavastra only. So that itself very clearly tells, you know what, how this is getting commercialized without even having the fundamental understanding of what Bhairava Vidya is, what Bhairava Tatparyam is, and how an Upasaka is supposed to worship Bhairava. There is nothing that can be seen in this modern evolutionized, spiritual world. It is all just gimmicks. So even for Vatuka Bhairava, it is only Ekavastra. So even only Sri Vidya a man can practice. Apart from Shaiva, even Shaiva Vidya one cannot practice intense. He will lose the interest in samsara. Vaishnava Vidya, it is not corrupted till. So they will not give mantra upadesha for every Tom, Dick and Harry. So Vaishnava Upasana is almost closed, which nobody can tell I'm doing Vaishnava Upasana, Vaishnava Upasana, Vaishnava Upasana. You know? Only the new age, the corporate institutions may tell, okay, I am doing Vaishnava Upasana kind of, but still that cannot be considered. Either he must fall under Pancharatra or Vaikanasa. Other institutions and all not valid. Like wearing khaki uniform, police wearing khaki uniform and a security guard wearing khaki uniform is the difference. People learning Vaishnava Sampradaya and their corporates and getting a proper Upadesha and from the Acharya. So Sri Vidya is the only Upasana Krama where a samsari can practice. Where in Sri Vidya all other practice will be there to facilitate a man. In such a way, if you want to do Kaumara, you don't need to worry, you can do underwards. If you want to practice Bhairava, you don't need to worry. These Vidyas meant for samsari, so you practice this kind of. So getting into the path of Sri Vidya, practicing our Ishta Devata, Upasana of Ishta Devata is different. So that will help him stay within samsara. This doesn't mean Sri Vidya is supreme, others are all wrong. These modern people are not having any common sense. They are not even having the understanding ability what somebody is communicating. So any Vidya is meant for samsara. For a samsari, he has to practice Vidyas that is meant for samsara. A sannyasi must practice Vidyas that is meant for sannyasi. So the boundaries must not get crossed, as simple as to say. Even if somebody who is, well versed in Sri Vidya, who has got a Purna Diksha, still he will be given Vatuka Bhairava only if he is eligible to go near Vatuka Bhairava. That too with the blessings of Varahi Amba, because he becomes the Putran for Varahi. He becomes the Putran for Rajamatanki. He becomes the Putran for Lalita. He becomes the Putran for Rajarajeshwari. He becomes the Putran for all Dakini, Yakini, Shagini, Kagini, Lakini, all Chamunda and everything. So by taking all the references from these many Swamis only, we can go near Vatuka Bhairava. By that time, we will not get hit. By that time, our samsara will not get disturbed. Unlike
right,
where every marriage is getting broken. Especially people who are into religious path. If a man tell to man, you have to do a lot of japa, he is leaving the guru and he is going with this woman. And if a man tells a woman, you have to do a lot of japa and you should not focus on family kind of all those advices or this corrupt Vamachara, Kaulachara advice and all. These women are leaving their husbands and going with the Gurujis. So the entire marriage institution is already, clumsy. Further, these religious sermons must not cause repercussions in anybody's marriage life.
right.
Professional life of almost every professional is clumsy. He doesn't know what to do next, if at all anything happens today. There again, we must not step into the wrong practices and we should not lose our job. We lose family, we are losing part of ourselves. We lose job, we are losing part of ourselves. We lose our sanity, we are losing ourselves. That is why, the present age, I call present age, present digital Atmika, everybody is losing their sanity. Even the educated people are falling prey for religious superstition.
Right.
So when you ask Vatuka Bhairava nature, these are all the nature of Vatuka Bhairava. So when I tell him one line, no, these people cannot understand. That is why I have elaborated. Even now they cannot understand, but I least bother. I did my part to the extent even a stupid person can understand.
I think this actually brings a lot of clarity, Guruji. Just the fact that you said Om Manushaya Nama, Om Manushaya Nama. And now a very famous mantra which is going on the internet, Om Bhairavaya Nama, and it is actually being sold by a lot of people on their apps. So this brings a lot of clarity for people who understand, and it also is actually very simple. I mean, it's actually very simple to understand if people follow whatever you have said. It's very simple to understand what you are trying to imply. It's very logical, but then
Say, I'm sorry for, but our people do not accept it.
yeah. But
So
what
they
is
have
meant
lot
to
of
be
criticisms.
what is meant to be simple is not easy. That is what I can finally say. If something is simple, it's not meant to be easy. Guruji has explained. I think
No,
it
there is
cannot
no
get simpler
simple
than
money.
this.
See, there is no simple money.
Right.
There is no simple food. There is no simple five-star hotel. There is no simple, luxury swimming pool. There is no simple hill station. There is no, a simple beach resort. There is nothing. But when it comes to sadhana, I again for the thousandth time I'm telling, sadhana means something that is unachievable. If someone achieves something unachievable, that is sadhana.
Right.
Simple is everybody can achieve. How
Yeah.
come these two will become one word simple sadhana? I am still wondering and I couldn't find. I am tired of talking this common sense, and our people absolutely lacks common sense to understand because competition. If somebody said I'm getting result, other people is forced to tell yes I'm also getting result. Else he becomes lower than the one who is telling I'm getting result. But these
And
people are all coming to us. I'm hearing sounds, I'm hearing noises, I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that. What can we do? At the end of the day, when we were about to help them, we become the villain as if, we are spreading hatred. Spreading hatred is different. Spreading knowledge is different. Spreading awareness and spreading knowledge is one, but spreading hatred is different. What is that we people who belongs to tradition is going to get by spreading hatred? If at all we have hatred, will the parampara will accept us? I am in I am in three different paramparas, and in all the three paramparas, I have learned to the extent possible. So I travel in three different paths, all 10 directions. How is this possible if we have even a little amount of hatred inside our heart? Even this common people cannot understand.
I think it cannot get more simpler than this with what
And
Guruji
when
has
people
explained.
tell, Guru is a secret figure, I will not reveal, people will say, yes, yes, yes. Guru is a secret figure, I will not reveal. It's like telling, my husband is a secret figure, I will not reveal to you. That kind of relationship it is. And somebody who has a guru, there is nothing there. And without guru's identity, Shishya has got no separate identity. Shishya is carrying the guru's legacy. Shishya is
Yes.
carrying the identity of the guru. And these people can never tell anything who are their guru. They will never bring their gurus to the table. They will simply tell, I met an Agori, he gave me. Who belongs to Himalayan Parampara. What is that Himalayan Parampara? Still I cannot understand.
Right. And I think this, whatever Guruji has spoken till now, I think it addresses most of the questions. And honestly, if I were the questioner, I would be actually, hesitant to exhibit more of my stupidity. But anyways, there are a few questions which must be addressed. First question, Guruji, there is this thing spread in the modern spiritual traditions, not traditions, I mean in the modern spiritual fluctuations, if I could say, that Chanda Bhairava and Subramanya are the same. Are they the same, Guruji?
No, no, no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Okay, that clears it. I mean, Guruji says no, then that clears it completely.
Again, Bhairava is Gananama. Chanda is the attribute.
Okay.
So there is a Chanda Bhairava, separate Chanda Bhairava within Ashtamatrika. Sorry, Ashtabhairava. There is a Chanda Bhairava in Chatushashti Bhairava. There is a Chanda Bhairava within another secret Kapalika Kula Bhairava Kula. So I myself know three Chanda Bhairava. Though
Mm.
we are all bound to limited knowledge. One thing we have to understand, the one who has got the Nama Devarshi Datta are not one and the same. Devarshi Datta in Bengal, Devarshi Datta, there might be number of Devarshi Dattas in Bengal itself, but not all Devarshi Dattas are one and the same. This is the example my guru told me when I asked, Varahi is in Matru, Varahi is in Varahi as Mahavarahi, Varahi as Lagu Varahi, Varahi is in Chamunda, Varahi is in Dakini, Varahi is in Yogini. And he simply told, whoever has got the Nama Narayanan are not you.
Mm.
This is what he told.
Got
I
it.
am only the person who is talking a lot. That too because of all these modern distortions. No,
Yes,
no
yes, yes.
speak
That
even
is.
one sentence. They will hardly speak 2 or 3 words. That's all. No explanations, no elaborations, no exaggerations. Nothing will be there. So this Chanda Bhairava can become one of the attribute of Subramanya, but not the Chanda Bhairava and Subramanya are one and the same. For example, Vishnave, every Sahasranama will have the Nama Om Vishnave Namaha. You take Hanuman Sahasranama Om Vishnave Namaha. Shiva Sahasranama Om Vishnave Namaha. Skanda Sahasranama Om Vishnave Namaha. Narsimha Sahasranama Vishnave Namaha. Even you take Bhairava Sahasranama Vishnave Namaha. Prabha Vishnave, one Sahasranama of him ends with Prabha Vishnave Namaha only. So here Vishnu means consciousness, ever pervading consciousness. At the end of the day, all God are one and the same. So under Advaita Tattva, Chanda Bhairava and Subramanya are one and the same. But in Dvaita Tattva, they are different. Like how Mahavishnus are different than these Swamis who are carrying the Nama Vishnave.
Got it, Guruji. And actually today being Shani Jayanti, Guruji, actually this is a rap, on our knuckles regarding whatever distortions we may have acquired in the name of modern spirituality. So, okay, this another question, Guruji. What is the relationship between Bhairava and Veerabhadra? What is the connection? You said that Bhairava is a Gana. Is Veerabhadra also a Gana, or is Veerabhadra a separate entity?
Again, Kala Bhairava is a separate Swami, and who is leading the Bhairava Gana. The same way Veerabhadran is Swami, who has born out of Paramashiva, and he leads a certain set of Bhuta Ganas. They are simply called Veerabhadra Ganas.
Okay.
They are called Veerabhadra Ganas. And if you ask me whether Veerabhadra or Bhairava, or what is the connection between Bhairava and Veerabhadra kind of, when it comes to Vidyas, there are no connections. So we don't need to connect something that has got no connection. Wherein one thing we can find is, we should not talk without a sense. No, simply we should not tell Bhairava and Veerabhadra are one and the same. No. We should talk with the fact, relevant fact from the practice, not from the textbook. See, Sharadeshwarar is considered as equal to Bhairava. He also has got another Nama, Sharaba Bhairava. Sharaba Salva, Sharaba Bhairava also some will call, then Sharabeshwarar. This Sharaba has got the Nama Nrisimha Samharine Namaha. Okay. And when it comes to Veerabhadra Charita, there is nowhere told it was Veerabhadra who has turned off Narasimha. Veerabhadra has done no fight with Narasimha under Veerabhadra Charita. But in the Rahasya Nama of Veerabhadra, it is said Nrisimha Samharine Namaha. Om Nrisimha Samharine Namaha is one of the Rahasya Nama of Veerabhadra. So this Nrisimha Samharine Namaha has been given only for 2 people. One is Sharabar and the other is Veerabhadra. So having this Nama as a bridge, we don't need to, but if at all a man wants to prove his, studies, knowledge and all those things, there is a fact that he can connect, though it is unnecessary.
Okay.
And if at all he wants to still prove his, you know what, thing he can tell, now he can have a triangle connection. Sharaveshwarar is equal to Bhairavar. Sharaveshwarar is equal to Veerabhadrar. So Veerabhadrar is equal to Bhairavar. A is equal to B, B is equal to C, so A is equal to C kind of. But these things are all not necessary.
Okay.
As usual, we have to see Swami as that Swami only. We don't need to compare, we don't need to contrast, we don't need to contest this Swami versus that Swami. These are all not necessary.
Distortions. Okay. So those who actually want to have a detailed understanding of Bhairavar, Guruji has a blog in his website www.kanchanapitham.com where he has explained a lot of things regarding Bhairavar. And also the blog features this post on Shwan, which is the Vahana of Bhairavar. Guruji, just a bit of elaboration on the dog who is associated with Bhairavar. What is its significance?
Before telling significance, no. We should start with, we should not mark Bhairavar with the dog. Because the modern Tivra Bhairava Bhaktas, who will tell you, do you know my Bhairava Bhakti? Even to people like us, they will ask, do you know my Bhairava Bhakti? They wouldn't be knowing anything apart from Om Bhairavaya Namaha. They will challenge us. And very beautifully, they will call, they will even name their dog as Bhairava. Hey Bhairava, Juju, Juju, come. Hey Bhairava, catch biscuit. Hey Bhairava, eat this. These are all Papa. If you have gone to that level, then you should accept when I call, hey dog, come here. Hey dog, come here. Hey dog, come on, take this. If I treat you, if I call you like a dog, if I call you as a dog, like, hey dog, if you accept that, then you become Advaita Swarupa. You can name your dog as Bhairava and you can call, hey Bhairava, come on. If you have that Bhairava Bhakti, why don't you do Pada Abhisheka to that Shvana? Why don't you do, because life, no, why don't you do Abhisheka, Bhasma Abhisheka? I think one day it will come. I think, so let me stop here. Or else I will be the one who will be giving idea to these modern Bhaktajanas. So these things must not happen, first of all, because Shvana is what is given to us by Bhairava. Bhairava has very clearly told in his Kapalika Vidya. See, for your upliftment, even till liberation, even till moksha, my Vahana Shvana can give. So you worship that. Now a man should know who Vatuka Bhairava is and who Kala Bhairava is. Even a man, even his dog, till moksha, his Vahana, Shvana, Mahashvana will give. Bhairava said, you don't disturb me. I give you my Vahana. That Vahana will give you till moksha. Why? I can tell the Jnana Shloka of Vahana, but I don't want to tell even one word about Bhairava in this. Bhairava, Karpaswami, any Swami. I will never ever tell. But I will elaborate what this Shvana is. The four legs of the Shvana is nothing but Rig, Yajur, Sama, Adharvana. The tail of Shvana is Mimamsa Shastra. The eyes of Shvana is Shivagama. Ears of Shvana is Jyotish Shastra. That is why the one who worships Shvana will get Trikala Jnana. And his heart, the heart of the Shvana is Chat Shastra. So, what else? Everything is there within this Mahashvana. And Bhairava writes, see, he is riding on 4 Vedas. Vedas are there even before the date of creation. Vedas are there even before the date of Brahma. Even Brahma did tapas to understand Vedas. That 4 Mahat Vedas has become 4 legs for his Vagana. So now what can we talk about Vatuka Bhairava? What can we talk about Kala Bhairava? But then we will, Vatuka Bhairava, you are my everything. No, Vatuka Bhairava said, my Shvana is enough for the entire mankind. You don't need me. You cannot bear me. My Shvana will give you till moksha. Vikalanyana you want, my Shvana will give. You want Siddhis, my Shvana will give. You want Brahmanyana, my Shvana will give. You want moksha, my Shvana will give. Take my Shvana. That is the Mahatvam of Shvana. And this Shvana will have 8 different forms. Not only Bhairavar will have multiple forms. Even this Shvana has 8 forms. And under Kapalika Vidhana, there is a Pratyeka Prayoga of Shvana.
Okay.
So if that Shvana bites the people whom, you know what, we are sending that Shvana towards, no, he will become lunatic.
Okay.
So that is the Prayoga of Shvana. But till these people who simply chant Om Bhairavaya Namaha will, you know what, compare themselves with us and they are sitting above our head. What kind of nonsense is this? These people can never learn if they don't, you know what, understand the difference between unlearned, learned and the learning. Even if they cannot understand people because of their foolishness, they should at least understand themselves like they don't know anything apart from this one Nama. And show interest to learn from the learned. Else this entire community will get distorted. Our society will get distorted. The more and more we have the imagination of I have learnt all, how come the society will get improved?
Right.
Spirituality is the backbone of any society or any nation. When that spirituality is disturbed, then the nation's backbone is getting corrupted. Already temples are all corrupted. Already we are all under Kali Kalmasha. That is why atheists are having more humanity than the religious people.
Right. Right. Guruji, coming to the next question, there is a famous mantra of Vatuka Bhairava as Apad Uddharak Vatuka Bhairav. So, is this a separate form of Vatuka Bhairav? The Apad Uddharak Vatuka Bhairav?
These people have got no idea even the forms of Vatuka Bhairava. These people have got no idea even who Vatuka Bhairava is, first of all. So, Apad Uddharanaya is coming. This Abad Uttaranaya, the one who is relieving us from all dangers, seen and unseen. Bhairava is not owning that Nama. Subramanyar has Abad Uttaranaya. Mahavishnu has Abad Uttaranaya. Mahavishnu's all avatara is Abad Uttaranam only. So every Swami is Abad Uttaranaya only. So Bhairava is not owning this Nama, first of all. Second, it is I who has mentioned there is a form called Abaduttarana Vatuka Bhairava is there. Only upon that only these people came to know, okay, there is something called Abaduttarana Vatuka Bhairava. Because these things won't be there in Vijnana Bhairavam. Only text about Bhairava, what they have is only Vijnana Bhairavam. In no other text they will have any Bhairava Vidyas. From the layman books like Mantra Mahodati kind of, they will have the Vatuka Bhairava mantra. But they will not have any other forms of Bhairava mantra. So they will have to create Shabra mantras to sell their brand. Everywhere Shabra mantras only when it comes to Bhairava, because they will have to learn properly. There are no textbook for Vatuka Bhairavas. So yes, it is us who has told the community there is a form called, whether they accept it or not, I am registering it. It is from me only these people came to know there is a form called Avaduttarana Vatuka Bhairava. Second time I am registering the same. It is only through me the society came to know there is a separate form called Avaduttarana Vatuka Bhairava. And this Avaduttarana Vatuka Bhairava will not come alone. This Avaduttarana Vatuka Bhairava, a separate form of Vatuka Bhairava, will come along with Chamunda Matru.
Okay.
And this Avaduttarana Vatuka Bhairava is not just yet another form of Vatuka Bhairava. There are lot of Vatuka Bhairava forms are there. Like Kala Vatukan, Kala Vatuka Bhairava. We have to tell Bhairava no, else this will also get distorted. Kala Vatuka Bhairava, Krota Vatuka Bhairava, Veera Vatuka Bhairava, Chanda Vatuka Bhairava, Bankara Vatuka Bhairava, Kapali Vatuka Bhairava, Bhutesha Vatuka Bhairava, Gora Vatuka Bhairava, Kalantaka Vatuka Bhairava, Yoga Vatuka Bhairava, Vijnana Vatuka Bhairava, Siddha Vatuka Bhairava, Ananda Vatuka Bhairava, Agora Vatuka Bhairava, Dhumresha Vatuka Bhairava, Shakti Vatuka Bhairava, Uchishta Vatuka Bhairava, Krishna Vatuka Bhairava, How many forms of Vatuka Bhairava are there, even to my limited knowledge? These are all a man will know only if he is into proper Vidya. These things he cannot find in any text, first of all. That is why these forms of Vatuka Bhairava remain hidden. So if somebody knows these forms of Vatuka Bhairava are existing, it is only through this video only they will be knowing. As a snake know what is a snake.
Right. Right. Okay, Guruji, really interesting. I mean, it was one of the most eye-opening videos that we can actually have on the internet. And for those who
It's one of the most hated videos you will be having in your entire career.
no, I mean, and if those people who have asked this question on how to worship Bhairava, Guruji has actually uploaded a stotra on Swarnakarshana Bhairava in his YouTube channel. You can
Vatuka
please
Swarnakarshana Bhairava is there. Sorry, I forgot to tell. Vatuka Swarnakarshana Bhairava is there.
So you can actually practice that according to how Guruji has recommended. He has recommended to practice the stotra before breakfast on an empty stomach. And that is also meant for householders, if I'm not mistaken. So you can practice that stotra. And thank you so much, Guruji. This is actually going to be an eye-opening for a lot of people. And hopefully people will process whatever you have said, because, just saying is not enough. Whatever processing happens, as you said, we are in the age of Kali, so we hope people can process whatever Guruji has said. And please, if you want to get some Parihara Pujas done, if you want to get some handmade yantras done, please log into www.kanchanapitham.com and get in touch with Guruji. He also has a monthly subscription of Chatan Seva as well as Seva of Karilini Bhagavati. And Guruji also has Vidyas which he is not offering to common people because obviously because of our own attitudes. So if you want to learn Vidyas from Guruji, it has to be a strict regime where currently I believe Guruji is only accepting people who can come to him and learn based on how much hunger they have. Hungry tigers, as Guruji calls. So thank you so much, Guruji, for joining us. And next week we will have another impromptu yet very insightful session. Thank you so much, Guruji. And we hope to see you soon. Namaste. Om Gurave Namah.
Swami.